Hello, beautiful people. Welcome
What was that?
to episode 30. Yet another milestone episode of the YKB Sports Show. Because you know ball, because we know ball, because you gotta know ball. We got we'll call it 2.5 crew today. Boban and Sasha are up at a little golf thing with some friends. Alex is with us here over the speaker. He got his wisdom teeth removed today. Clap it up. Clap it up. But yeah, he's recovering, but he's feeling okay. But he's gonna add some 2 cents and whatnot throughout the show whenever he needs to. Obviously, Dylan made it back to college pretty okay. And Christian's going to be taking a little bit of a leave of absence for a little bit from the show, but he said he will be back eventually. So obviously he's doing a whole bunch of stuff. So obviously shout out to him. Hopefully everything goes good. I know I've been through a lot these past 6 days personally through college, personal life, trying to do something for summer, obviously to keep myself busy and obviously whatever. But it's okay because right now we're going to just take a deep breath and just forget all about that for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, or how long this is going to be. Let's just take a deep breath in. Okay. With that being said, let's get into some fucking sports. So up first, I believe, is the NHL.
Yeah.
So up first, we got basically the updated standings. We'll go over some games, not all of them, obviously. We're not going to recap a whole bunch, but I do want to, because we technically didn't recap any hockey or basketball games for that matter, at least NBA games specifically, last episode. But, we're going to at least go over like a decent chunk of them. So I believe the last stream was the 18th, so I guess I'll do basically the main ones. So, I guess the last one was the 18th. Yeah, it was. So starting on Wednesday, March 18th, we had the Hurricanes beat the Penguins 6-5 in overtime. We had the Flames beat the Blues 2-1 in a shootout. Stars beating the Avalanche 2-1 in a shootout, and then the Flyers beating the Ducks in overtime 3-2. Moving on to Thursday, had some games. Bruins beat the fuck out of the Jets 6-1. The Red Wings beat the Canadiens 3-1. Fuck yes. The Panthers shut out the Oilers 4-0. The Sabres shut out the Sharks 5-0. The Lightning beat the Canucks 6-2. Mammoth shut out the Golden Knights 4-0. And then the Flyers beat the Kings 4-3 in shootout. Moving on to Friday, Hurricanes beat the Maple Leafs 4-3 in overtime. And that's pretty much it. Then Saturday, in a shootout, the Penguins beat the Jets 5-4. The Wild beat the Stars 2-1 in overtime. Any other notable games? The Canadiens beat the Islanders 7-3 in a pretty good game. The Red Wings did lose to the Bruins 2-4. Okay, though, we're fine. Sunday, Jets beat the Rangers 3-2 in shootout. Avalanche beat the Capitals 3-2 in overtime. Predators beat the Blackhawks 3-2 in overtime. In only one score game, the Islanders beat the Blue Jackets 1-0. In a crazy game, the Ducks beat the Sabres 6-5 in overtime. The Flames beat the Lightning 4-3 in overtime, and the Mammoth beat the Kings 4-3 in overtime. Monday, there was only one game. The Senators beat the Rangers 2-1. Then moving on to Tuesday, we had the Avalanche beat the Penguins 6-2. Panthers beat the Kraken 5-4 in shootout. Lightning beat the Wild 6-3. Predators beat the Sharks 6-3. Devils beat the Stars 6-4. Blues shut up the Capitals 3-0. Flames beat the Kings in shootout 3-2. And then yesterday, only two games. The Maple Leafs beat the Rangers 4-3, and the Bruins beat the Sabres 4-3 in overtime. And then before we get to the games for tonight, let us go over the current standings. Starting with the Eastern Conference, we have the Hurricanes in first, followed by the Sabres, the Lightning, the Canadiens, the Bruins, the Blue Jackets, the Penguins, and the Senators. Am I counting, or is that it?
Yeah, you got it.
Hurricanes, Sabres, Lightning, Canadiens, Bruins, Jackets, Blue Jackets, Penguins, Senators. Then moving on to the Western Conference, we have in first place the Avalanche. This is no shock to anybody. If you've been consistently keeping up with our standings every week, you know they're pretty much been number one this entire time. So the Avalanche, followed by the Stars, Wild, Ducks, Mammoth, Oilers, Knights, and the Predators. And on notes of, because even though it's a month plus a handful of days away from playoffs, we're already getting contention for teams not only in, but fully eliminated. For NHL, it's pretty much top 8, just there, like,
yeah.
And they pretty much go, obviously, 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 5 versus 4 for both conferences. So for the Eastern Conference, nobody has clinched one of those 8 spots yet. But the New York Rangers are eliminated. So RIP to the New York Rangers. Y'all had a run.
No,
but okay, I guess so, according to Rob. And then again, yeah. So for the Eastern Conference, nobody's clinched a spot yet. But the Canadiens will likely be the first one to claim that spot in the Eastern, at least in my opinion. Same thing with the Sabres. And then the Western Conference, a little more action happening over there. Only one team's been eliminated from that conference, that being the Vancouver Canucks.
Canucks.
Yeah, Canucks. But eventually this was going to happen to them. They've kind of just been again, down there in the standings. But the Avalanche and the Stars, the current top 2 teams in the West, are officially going to be in.
Please be Colorado Devils. Please.
Yeah. But yeah, Avalanche and Stars are in, so only 6 more from the Western are going to join them. Quickly, before we get into game predictions for tonight, listing those teams from both conferences, all 16, there is probably a team that you're like, wait a minute, is this team? Yeah. It has gotten worse for the Detroit Red Wings. We are no longer 8th. We are, in fact,
fucked.
We are, in fact, in 10th. We are, in fact, in 10th right now. We're not even 9th because the Islanders are actually above us and we are in 10th. So we've played 71 games thus far, and I don't know how many are left realistically.
11.
11. And so
82.
we are 38 and 25. And on paper, that doesn't sound like a terrible record, but compared to everyone else, if we're comparing us to the leaders of the Eastern Conference, the Hurricanes, we are down by almost 10.
On the bright side, though, look at the point difference. Right now we have 84 points, and the Islanders, who are right above us, they have 85. The Senators, who are in 8th, they have 85. So, technically, we're still only 1 game under.
Even still, the fact that our ranking is in double digits, again, considering where we were pretty much, again, before the Olympics, is
we're gonna have a 3-peat of choking the fucking shit.
Yeah, it's and again, I don't want to say we jinxed it / called it, but I know you two specifically did, and I guess the rest of us here at YKB were kind of just.
Now you know.
Not even paying no mind to it, but
now you know ball.
Now.
Well, in this case, you know puck.
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 Puck is a form of a ball, in my opinion. Somewhat.
Shit, it's athletic. Got motherfuckers fighting.
But yeah. Again, we could obviously be in much worse spots. Again, we could literally be the New York Rangers and be out not even a month away from playoffs. So I guess we could be in worse spots. But we have definitely, and most definitely, been better considering we were first for
Who do you think is going to be next, though, for eliminated teams? Looking at all of these.
I think the Blackhawks for sure are gone. I think the Panthers, who have just fallen from fucking grace from last season.
I think Calgary is cooked too.
Yeah. I say the Panthers, the Flames, and the Blackhawks are definitely top three. Maybe add the Blues and the Devils maybe as like a maybe-ish. But I definitely see the Panthers and the Blackhawks and add the Flames there for a third. But yeah, but like we said, again, we could be much worse. But again, we've fallen from first to 10th in the last like 4 weeks or so, and so it's just been. It's again, some the Olympics did something to this team, I'm convinced, but again, we still just haven't been able to just come back basically from when the Olympics were over. So I personally hope they gotta find something because whatever their system is over there, it's clearly not working. I mean, they're calling for the fucking, I think GM. They're calling for his head in terms of
Steve
job.
Eiserman.
Yeah,
they're calling for his.
Eiserman's been a pretty hot topic. I know, especially on 97.1 during the this past off season. I know they were all talking about
past 3 off seasons. Shit, I've heard it myself.
Well, especially this past one, I just heard just so much complaints from a lot of different people, and it's like, see, if considering the trend we are going, and I don't want to put bad voodoo in the air, but if we end up in a spot where basically either we barely get into the playoffs in our first round exit or we somehow don't make it at all. Again, I don't want to put bad voodoo in the air, but considering again the trend we are on going from again first to 10th in the Eastern Conference, if we do get to again either of those points, he needs to go. He needs to fucking go, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There simply isn't. So again,
I was hoping he was going to be gone this past offseason. I can't even lie.
Yeah, it's
like his draft picks are decent, but as far as developing his team that he already has, I mean, it's just like he starts off solid, but then it just implodes.
Yeah, like I mean, like you guys said, I mean, like we have been doing this for like this has been happening for the past 3 years now. So it's like at this point, it's kind of just the same song and dance. And at this point, I would even say next year is going to happen again, and the next year is going to happen next year, and next year, and next year.
Yeah.
It's coming to a point where we may need to let go of Stevie Y, just so we can have a new chance at it. Because right now it doesn't seem like he's cutting it at all. It really, and it's a shame because we have Clark and we have Cider. We literally just got the guy from the what team was he from? The Blues.
Yeah, I
can't
think
remember his name at the top of the moment, but got him. You also have other talent, but yet you're not making the playoffs every year. I mean, we all know how players don't have a lot of time, and how their primes are only maybe a few years, and if you don't make it in that years and then they start falling off, I'm going to point to blame the GM and the coaching for that.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Both of you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more of a defensive issue, a goalie issue, or a mix of both?
I think it's a mix of. I don't think it's really I don't think Gibson's really like that. I don't think it's his fault. I think it's mainly the defensive issue because I don't know why, but for the past, I think if we look back at their statistics and stuff like that, because I want to look at the Red Wings with their defense. I mean, they are 8th in goals allowed per game, with only 2.9. So, I mean, it is top 10 in the NHL. They are also 2nd in block shots per game. But in terms of, hits, they're 30th in the NHL.
Oh.
Now, penalties drawn per game, they are 9th in the NHL. And then I guess penalties per game, they are 26th in penalties.
Damn.
So, I think it's more of a discipline issue.
It's a front office issue to be. They need to fucking clear house, especially the fuck out of there.
It might be that. It might be, but our offense is not good either because we're 21st in goals per game. We are in the face-off win percentage. We are 11th. Where power play percentage is 14th, which is I don't know. It needs to be better, but still.
Let me ask this follow-up question, and
Penalty
this,
kill is 24th, by the way, in the NHL.
Yeah.
and this,
And then penalty minutes per game are 27th.
let me ask you
It's
guys a
wrong.
second question, and this does kind of lead into our next topic.
Yeah.
Do you think Chris Illich is a part of it? Just like the Tigers?
I definitely think so in terms
Like,
of money.
Just like how Detroit,
what players he
the
wants
Tigers
all
and
that
them have
stuff,
been
probably.
pulled the past couple of years.
I definitely think so,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm not sure what you think, Tyler, but
list again. Can you pull up the, I just just see where we're at. Okay. I just want to take a picture of it just so I can keep track.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Okay, quickly, we're not gonna obviously do all of them, but I just want to predict the rest of this week's games. Starting, we actually got some games going on, literally right now as we speak in the first period. Again, I'm just gonna pick and choose. Let's go with the first one at the top. Penguins, Senators, who are we taking?
I'm taking the Senators.
Yeah, I'm going Senators.
They're fighting for a
yeah,
lot,
it's
so
a carbon
with
copy
that
of
said,
last
I mean,
season. It literally a carbon copy of last season. Literally just went back and looked at the rankings, dude. They are literally a carbon copy.
Well, it is
Bad.
what it
It
is.
is so bad.
It is what it is. Let me see. Blue Jackets, Canadians. Who do we got for tonight?
Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, I might go Blue Jackets here just because Blue Jackets currently have a power play, but we'll see.
As well.
Avalanche, Jets. Give me the Avalanche.
Yeah, Winnipeg is ass this year. I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
Yeah, they fucking fell off from last season too. Just
And the season before too, they were really fucking good.
Yeah. Tomorrow, only 2 games. Blackhawks, Rangers. I mean, again, Rangers are already out of the playoffs, so I guess just give me the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then finally, Red Wings, Sabres.
I'm going Buffalo. We're fucked.
I'm going Red Wings. I guess I'm still trying to clinch to a possibility that maybe we somehow get out of this dump we're in right now. I don't know, but I hope at least.
Sabres are just kind of just there. I don't know. Maybe the Red Wings do win this game, but I just don't see it with how this team is going at this point. I think we're on our cold guy. Just the start of our cold spell.
All right, and then moving on to Saturday, we got the Senators and the Lightning at the top of the day. Give me the Lightning.
Yeah, give me Tampa.
Yeah, I think Tampa's definitely contending to at least make a decent run in the playoffs. I know that for sure. Devils, Hurricanes. Give me the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think New Jersey's fucked.
Yeah. The Red Wings on Saturday take on the Flyers. Give me the Red Wings. They're at home too.
That's one of those matchups where, like, I don't know. It could go either way, but give me the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last game of the day for Saturday is going to be the Capitals and the Golden Knights. What do we got for that?
I'm hoping it's the Golden Knights. Fuck the Capitals, but
I just feel like the Capitals are the better team right now.
Yeah, Vegas has just been.
Vegas has been
struggling.
on and off, really.
Like, they're scoring, but they're not winning.
Yeah.
So with that, I have to go
80%
Washington.
pick the Golden Knights to win this game.
Yeah. I'll
So I think I'm going Golden Knights here probably.
All right, I'll split the tie, and I will go with Washington. And then Sunday we have the Canadians and the Hurricanes. That one's going to be a pretty good game. Who do we think here?
Carolina's at home.
Yes.
I'll go with the Hurricanes.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go with the last one of Sunday: Stars and Flyers.
Give me the Dallas Stars.
Yes, Dallas for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, and those are our slight predictions for those. So obviously check out those games if you can. And NHL, that is it. That's our first sport for the day. Our second one of the day, MLB.
We are back.
We are so fucking back. Let me quickly.
Yeah, I got him up here.
Oh, you.
Oh shit!
So the season technically started yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday was officially the opener for this current season we're in now. It was the Yankees in San Diego taking on the Giants and San Francisco. Sorry. It was a standstill there somewhere. But basically, the Yankees were on the road in San Fran against the Giants, and they beat the fuck out of the Giants 7-0.
I watched the whole game, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I hate the fucking Yankees, but I mean,
That was just
that was just a hell of a game.
that was I mean the Giants didn't even stand a fucking chance really. They just did it.
As soon as I heard that, I kid you not. As soon as I heard 7-0, I literally just accidentally spit all over my screen.
Yeah.
That caught me so off guard.
So I think it's fair to say Yankees are going to do pretty fine this season, like they usually do.
Yeah.
I mean, they still got arguably one of the best players on their team, Aaron Judge, still on there. So,
MVP.
Yeah. As long as they have Aaron Judge, the Yankees cannot go wrong, realistically.
Cody Bellinger, Max Fried.
Yeah. And then so yesterday was opening day, and then today we had a shit ton of games. So we'll recap at least the ones that have already happened, and then we'll go over the ones that are currently happening or still happen today. So the New York Mets at home hosted the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they won 11-7. I mean, what a hell of a game!
Okay,
that was.
first off,
Truly.
Paul Skeens got fucked over big time.
Wow.
He actually did. If you actually watch the game, this man's outfield could not even catch a ball.
He got pulled early.
Couldn't locate it or catch it.
Big time.
Yeah.
Just free that man if you can.
Get him out of Pittsburgh, please.
Well, anyways, it was a very respectable game, but the Mets came out on top. And then the Chicago White Sox continue to be the second worst team in the entire league, other than the Colorado Rockies, because the White Sox lost.
Well, they're worse once you really think about it.
Well,
that is really
especially
bad.
when you put 20, 24, and 25 together.
Well, again, you can debate up the two which one's worse, but they're definitely the bottom two. But anyways, the White Sox lost to the Brewers on the road 2-14. It was, oh my God, you thought the Giants got beat back. I mean, sweet Jesus! How can you even justify this? Again, this is kind of the new norm for the White Sox now, especially the last year or so. They're just garbage. They're just trash. And again, I think it really just comes down to the whole issue that's usually talked about in the internet space. Like, certain teams just can't get ahead because
They need to sell the team too.
But they just need to cap a shit ton on like just free agency and a bunch of spending and shit because teams like the Dodgers are just consistent on top because they spend so much goddamn money. Meanwhile, the White Sox literally can't do anything.
Well, to be fair, number one, it doesn't help that there are two Chicago teams,
Right?
And
But even still,
they are not the better franchise. Actually, I mean, the White Sox do have World Series championships and all that, and so I mean, you can never take that away from them. But
the White Sox.
when you're looking at especially the past 10 years, I mean, the Cubs have just been better than
they have
the White Sox, and I mean, fans have just been leaning more towards that end.
Wait, actually no. But yeah, Brewers just beat the hell out of the White Sox easy 14-2. The Washington Nationals took on the Cubs on the road and beat them 10-4. So there's that.
Yeah. Both Chicago teams lost.
Yeah, kind of crazy back to back too. The Orioles took on the Twins in a really close game. They only won 2-1. And then we had the Angels on the road against the Astros, and they actually beat Houston at home 3-0. So clap it up for the Angels, man. I mean,
fuck Houston.
Yeah, fuck Houston, seriously. And then on the road in their first game, the Detroit Tigers beat the San Diego Padres 8-2.
Yes,
Fuck
sir.
yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I mean, I feel good. I definitely feel good. I feel like a great start. Great start.
Mm-hmm.
On the road too? Yeah, we're good. And finally, the Boston Red Sox beat the Cincinnati Reds on the road 3-0.
You forgot one. The Rangers and Phillies.
Oh, Rangers
Yeah.
and Phillies. Oh yeah, they just updated that. But yeah, the Rangers and the Phillies took on each other, and the Phillies at home won 5-3. So congrats to the Phillies and whatnot. And the game is almost over, and I think it probably is.
Yeah,
But
it's
basically, the St. Louis Cardinals, are about to beat the Rays 9-7. They're about to, I think.
Yeah.
We still got 2 games on for tonight, so let's at least predict those 2. Diamondbacks, Dodgers, game of the Dodgers. I mean,
This is a brain dead.
Are you-
take.
are you
Like,
kidding
if
me?
you don't pick,
if you somehow pick the Diamondbacks, you do not know ball.
although if Arizona does win, I mean, I will gladly.
I will laugh at the
Take that
Dodgers,
loss.
but again, that won't happen. Give me the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And finally, the Guardians and the Mariners.
Mariners.
Give me the Mariners.
Fuck Cleveland.
Exactly.
All right, and so we'll just go over a few games to predict for the rest of the week. So tomorrow, first game of the day, rematch between the Yankees and the Giants. Give me the Yankees.
Yeah, give me the Yankees.
Are you kidding me? The Colorado Rockies in their first game on the road against the Marlins. Give me the
Oh shit! Oh
I
shit!
mean, now,
Okay, hold on. I need to think about this one.
now,
Oh,
again, as we've established, just as bad, arguably worse for some people, they're as bad as the White Sox. But do we give them? Do they start 1-0?
I'm giving the Rockies 1-0.
No.
Give me Colorado.
Oh! Alex says no. He says hell.
Fuck no.
Oh.
I'm going with
The
Colorado.
Marlins got with this game. If
All
they don't
right.
lose, they
So
don't
Alex
lose.
has the Marlins. Rob has the Rockies. So I gotta bring the tie. Fuck it, give me the Rockies.
Yeah.
Give me the Rockies. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
You know what? They need something. They need something, and honestly, starting out 1-0, I don't think
They
they're
need
gonna.
mid again because their freaking match.
Build a winning record.
They'll have a winning record for the first time in God knows how long. When was the last time this started off 1-0?
Oh yeah,
I'm
really, on
curious.
opening day.
I'm curious. I don't know.
Good point.
Listen on
Good
opening
question.
day whenever.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah. When was the last time they were 1-0 to start the season? It's a good question. But anyways. And then we have the Kansas City Royals taking on the Atlanta Braves.
Ooh, give me the Royals.
Yeah, give me the Royals.
Braves have been kind of
Okay.
imploding a little bit.
Hang on.
Yes.
I mean, it's gonna be a good game, though. I'll say that.
Kansas City's law does not have. They should be fine, right? They should be.
Okay, so we're all going in Kansas City.
Hopefully.
Tiger-
Honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna go Royals to screw it. Why not?
All right. Tigers will be once again taking on the Padres. Give me the Tigers. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. If today proved
Tigers.
anything, come on.
Tigers.
Moving on to Saturday.
Fuck.
Moving on to Saturday. The Rays and the Cardinals will have their rematch to start the day. I guess give me the Cardinals again. Because why not?
Fuck it. Give me Tampa.
Okay. It's respectable. Then we have the Athletics taking on the Blue Jays. Give me the Blue Jays. Are you kidding me? That's not even going to be close.
Give me Oakland.
What?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Alex, what do you got?
What were the Blue Jays?
Yes.
I'm going Blue Jays here personally.
The Orioles will be hosting the Twins on Saturday. Who do we think for that one?
Go Orioles, screw it.
Yeah. Give me Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore. And then we have the Pirates and the Mets.
give me the Mets.
Uh,
If they couldn't win with Skeens, they're not winning with any other pitcher.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
give me the Mets.
yeah, Mets. Need the Mets.
Then we got Red Sox taking on the Reds.
Give me the Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox.
Mhm.
Then we have. All right, Tigers are taking on Padres for a third game in a row. Do they go 3 in a row? That's the big
I'm
question.
trying to think of our rotation.
Because we've already said
Scooter first, Valdez second. Is it Verlander third?
Flaherty at third. Goes for third game.
Or no, Verlander's fourth. Verlander's fourth because he's playing at home. So it's
Yep.
Flaherty. Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, Flaherty.
Yeah. Give me the Tigers. Fuck it.
Okay, all right, sure. I trust y'all. And then moving on to Sunday, we got. I think really just a lot of the same games, really. It's just, yeah, I know. It's just a bunch of fucking regrades. But anyways, we pretty much predicted a whole bunch of shit for pretty much all these games. But yeah, basically, hey, MLB's finally fucking here. So, hop on and see some good old baseball and go fucking Tigers. Come on. We're making a run this season. We are. And now, the NBA. Oh, boy. Do we got a lot to talk about? Oh, boy. Okay, so, real quickly. Okay.
Wait, do you think we should do the couch thing first? Because those games start up in a little bit.
Hell, I think they've already started.
No. Wait, did they?
They already started.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait,
Shit.
We still have time.
Oh, yeah, no, we can't do the second chance thing. Fuck.
US.
We can make our predictions though. Fuck it.
Yeah, we can still make picks. Damn it! I was gonna make a second chance pick, but nah, fuck. Damn it, I forgot. Not bad. All right, then I guess. I was gonna save this for second to last, but we still can technically. I don't think my picks are gonna change necessarily.
Might as well. While the games are still early.
You know what? Fuck it. All right. So let me go to this. Blah blah blah. Okay, so on the spot detour. So basically, we're gonna hold off on NBA just a little bit because again, I forgot that they were starting. I think the first one was at starting 7:15 or something. But basically, yeah. We obviously, if you saw last week's episode, oh man, we predicted every single goddamn game and made a whole bracket and shit.
How's your percentage on your bracket?
We will get to that, but let's first get to the actual. Let's get to the actual results. So again, just oh wow, damn, this went by quick. Sorry, okay. Basically, we had our first four. Howard beat UMBC, Texas beat NC State, Prairie View beat Lay, and Miami, Ohio beat SMU. Anyways, that's the first four. We get into the first round, and yes, we're going chronologically. So obviously, we're recapping the first and the second round. So that's 48 games. So hold on fucking tight. So starting off first with the first round game. That's a tongue twister. TCU beat Ohio State. I fucking called this one. I knew Ohio State were fucking frauds and they were going to be first round exits. I called it 100%.
No. You were saying I'm gonna.
Well. Before I switched my pick, I said otherwise, and then y'all convinced me. Okay, damn, is that what you wanted me to say?
Ass.
Yeah, you saved my. Okay, go ahead. All right. Damn. All right. Damn. Anyways, good thing I did switch my pick. TCU, thank you. Ohio State, go fuck yourselves, as always. So anyways, Ohio State losing is a great day for all Michiganders. Moving on to the next first round tournament, Nebraska beat Troy. And TCU won 66-64. Nebraska beat Troy 76-47. Are we even shocked? No. It was not even close. We talk about, good thing I switched from Ohio State to TCU. Not a good thing that I switched my Louisville pick because South Florida fucking lost 79-83.
Okay.
What the fuck,
Okay,
guys?
To be fair,
Come on.
their top player was out. I mean,
They still fucking
I'm
won.
calling that an upset. I don't give a
I mean,
fuck
it
what the
is. I mean,
rankings
it
are.
is. What the fuck? But you thought that was an upset. Here's a literal one. Wisconsin. Fuck
Okay.
you. High Point beat Wisconsin 83-82, and may I just say, Wisconsin's got to be the biggest fucking frauds I've ever seen in my life. I will never pick them to win another March Madness game again. I can't even believe they lost to High Point. You beat both of our teams, and you lost to High Point.
Yeah.
As a 5 seed? Oh, hell no. No. Wisconsin, you're a bunch of fucking frauds.
Seriously.
No, that pissed a lot of America off. That's why at least most of the brackets were out because of fucking High Point.
Man, I didn't even care my bracket was fucked. Man, I was happy as shit.
Yeah.
To put you into rural perspective, the man who scored the game-winning drive fast break layup, Johnston,
Mm-hmm.
that was his first two-point field goal of the season. Not of his career, no. Or like literally not like the first of the game, no. Of the fucking season.
It's like Malcolm Butler. With the
He shot only threes. He could only make threes, which sounds fucking backwards because you would think for a normal basketball player, if that were the case, it'd just be they just can only make twos, can't make threes. No, this guy couldn't make twos, but could still make threes just fine. Again, reverse psychology, but again, this is true. And he again didn't score his first 2-pointer until the game-winning fucking shot, if you can somehow believe that. But again, this just further proves that Wisconsin are frauds.
Yeah.
Little did we all know, of course, because we thought this was just going to be an easy cakewalk. This is why it's called fucking March Madness, people. Because you never fucking know. You truly don't know. You truly don't. So, High Point, good for you. Wisconsin, why? I think that pretty much sums it up.
I ain't complaining.
Duke, did beat Siena, but only by 6.
Barely.
71-65. This scratched a lot of people's heads. It's like, okay, that was y'all won, but fuck. So that kind of it down their stock just a little bit, but and then Vanderbilt went on to beat McNeese State 78-68. Respectable game. I don't think McNeese is anything terrible there's nothing terrible to say about them. They put up a respectable fight, but it is what it is. Vanderbilt was just the better team. Michigan State beat North Dakota State 92-67. Thank the Lord. Wasn't worried. Arkansas beat Hawaii in convincing fashion 97-78. And then I believe I got this one wrong. But VCU beat UNC in overtime 82-78. Yeah. I got this one wrong. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't have nothing bad to say about VCU. I mean, hey, they just got the better of UNC, but yeah.
UNC literally recently just fired their head coach.
I knew it was gonna happen.
I mean, somehow Rob got VCU right.
I told you guys.
I don't know how.
Well, it's simple. I just know that North Carolina fucking sucks as a college overall with their team. So, I mean, I knew they were going to fuck up one way or another.
Well,
and this was the perfect opportunity.
Well, it's a VCU no less in overtime, but hey, that is just the name of the game. But yeah, VCU, congrats for that. And then to the shock of literally no one on the face of the planet, Michigan beat Howard 101-80. I mean, we don't need to say anything about this game. It was pretty fucking obvious. Texas A&M beat St. Mary 63-50. I called this one. I know for sure. I knew St. Mary's were a bunch of fucking frauds. I knew.
I wanted to say Texas A&M so badly, but I just, of course, I love to see this determine my stupid thing, and I just completely fucked up.
I tried going for the upset, and
it is what it is. And then Texas, who ended up being the only first four team of the first four to win a first round game, they beat BYU 79-71.
This one was
BYU,
crazy.
What the fuck?
This one was
What?
crazy.
The fuck?
Yeah, I think well, whatever. They beat literally one of the best freshman players in the country by 8 mean,
it's just like, what the fuck?
that's pretty convincing. And yeah.
So, anyways, but yeah, BYU, what the fuck? Again, Texas was the only first four team to somehow win a first round game. The other three obviously lost. Illinois beat Penn in convincing fashion, 105-70. This is not a shocker. What the fuck is a Penn? St. Louis actually beat Georgia 102-77. I definitely got this one wrong. St. Louis, I did not know your game. I was not familiar. Good shit.
Good job.
Georgia, I guess you're only in football in this program. Houston beat Idaho 78-47. This is no shocker. Houston is a favorite overall just in the tournament. And then Gonzaga beat Kansas State 73-64. And then all of those games obviously happened on this past Thursday, 7 days ago. And then Friday, we got to the other half of the first round game. So those were the first 16 of the first round. Then we got the other. Yeah, that was only half. Then we got to the other 16, where first off, in overtime, Kentucky beat Santa Clara 89-84. Kentucky, why did you need to make it this close? Like, come on.
Alex wants to bring something.
Alex got some shit to say about Kentucky.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, first things first. If you guys did not watch that game, I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. So, at the end of regulation, Santa Clara had the ball. They basically took the clock down. They got a 3-pointer to go up by 2, and leaving with only, actually, wait, no. They went up by 3. Excuse me, sorry. It was tied at 81. Santa Clara comes down, they store a 3-pointer, and leaves 2.9 seconds on the clock. Kentucky did not have any timeouts. They inbounded the ball, and of course, the brother of Odafe Owe, I can't remember his name at the moment, but I can actually check. What's his name? Owe. I'm trying to figure out his name. Otega Owe. He hits a half-court bomb to tie the game and go into overtime.
Literally half court.
Shit.
And right then and there, I would say that was the moment when Santa Clara went out or ran out of gas, because Kentucky just pulled away from them in overtime. Yeah, I mean, just imagine you being, a 10 seed, right? And then you're facing one of the perennial, blue bloods in college basketball.
It's fucking Kentucky. Yeah.
Leading by 3, and then, of course, that team hits a half-court shot to tie the game and to go into overtime, and then you lose in overtime. I don't think there's many pains in this world that are very devastating, but that's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
They fucking
I can't even imagine it.
Yeah. Needless to say, definitely coming out of this game, Kentucky was looking iffy. They easily could have lost.
Especially that first half.
Yeah, they easily could have lost that game, even if it didn't go in overtime. But Santa Clara, we feel your pain. We acknowledge it. Thank you for a great game, Kentucky. Eyes on y'all.
Well,
we'll eventually get to what happened. Moving on, and again, that started the day, by the way. So, anyways, then moving on, Texas Tech beat Akron 91-71. This is no shock.
Yeah.
This is no shock. Arizona beat LIU 92-58. Again, nothing to say. This is no shock. Virginia beat Wright State 82-73. Again, no shock here. Then we get to Iowa State versus Tennessee State. They won 108-74. Absolute just domination the entire game. Iowa State looks fucking scary right now. Alabama beat Hofstra 90-70. Again, no shock here. I believe I called this next one. Yes. Utah State did in fact beat Villanova 86-76.
Oh yeah, I flipped my pick to Utah State.
Hell yeah. And see there you go. Yeah. Miami, Ohio. The lovely Miami,
yeah.
Ohio, obviously coming off of losing their first game in like the first round of their mini tournament that they had. Obviously, everyone was clowning on them after. And even still after beating SMU in the first four, they lost to Tennessee 56-78.
Yeah,
Um,
no surprise.
Miami, Ohio, for what it's worth, we salute you. Thank you for a very entertaining, undefeated run that you had. Maybe next time with a better schedule?
A harder schedule?
Thank you. But even still, thank you for the run that you had. But inevitably, Tennessee was going to win either way. I mean, we all knew this. It would have been funny if they somehow won, though. If they somehow did fucking win, though, oh my god. Holy shit. I did call this one too. Iowa beat Clemson 67-61. Clemson put up a decent fight, but I just knew Iowa was gonna win. I just knew. But I'll get to Iowa in just a second. I got feelings on them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got feelings on them. St. John's, to the shock of absolutely no one, beat UNI 79-53. UCLA beat UCF 75-71 in a very respectable game. Purdue beat the fuck out of Queens 104-71. Then Florida beat the ever-living fuck out of Prairie View 114-55. Something tells me that Prairie View was probably not happy that they ended up winning their first four game, considering what happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if it was the other team that they did beat, I don't think it really would have mattered. The score would have been similar. But yeah, but Florida was looking very good after that game. Was, and I'll get to that in just a second. Kansas beat California Baptist 68-60. Miami, Florida beat Missouri 80-66. And UConn, to the shock of nobody, beat Furman 82-71. So pretty much coming out of the first round, the only picks that I got wrong were Wisconsin, BYU, Georgia, UNC, and South Florida. Yeah, those were the only five that I got wrong in the first round. So I went 27 for 32 in the first round.
I got St. Mary's wrong, Georgia wrong, BYU wrong, and Wisconsin wrong. So I'm 28 for 32.
Damn. Yeah. But anyways, that was the first round. Then we get to the second round, which started on Saturday. Starting off, again, to the shock of absolutely nobody. It didn't matter if it was going to be St. Louis or Georgia, but Michigan beat St. Louis 95-72, to the shock of, again, nobody. And, again, whether it was South Florida or Louisville, didn't give a fuck. State was going to win, and they did. Michigan State beat Louisville 77-69. That made me very happy. I'm very glad that they got to the Sweet 16, which I knew they were going to all along. No doubt in my mind. Duke beat TCU 81-58. Houston beat Texas A&M, to the shock of no one, 88-57. And then we get to the first real upset of this entire tournament.
Oh, yes.
So remember how I said that Texas was the only first four team to win a first round game, leaving obviously the other three obviously out? Not only did they win their second round game, they beat Gonzaga. Of all fucking teams, Gonzaga. They won 74-68. Gonzaga. Are we? Listen. Wisconsin, embarrassing. South Florida probably should have beat Louisville considering the star player was out. And all the other shits in between. But are we fucking serious? Gonzaga, of all fucking teams, is going to be the... This is Gonzaga we're talking about. They didn't even make the Sweet 16. Like, just think about that.
We're frauds.
Well, here's what I will say.
Here we go.
It is because they are in a very weak conference.
Yes.
The WCC does not have many national championship contending teams. The only one that they would ever say has a chance at a national championship was Gonzaga. And the only other team is not even a Gonzaga. It's not even a national championship team. It's fucking St. Mary's. Like, Gonzaga never has ever played great competition. And may I remind you, this is the same Gonzaga team that lost by 40 points to Michigan, who right now is one of the favorites to win the national championship. We should have known this long before, but then again,
how are we really supposed to know at the end of the day? How are we really supposed to know?
I mean, this is the same team that lost to St. Mary's by 11 points. It's the same team that got ass blasted against Michigan.
Yeah.
Overall, but of course we kind of look over that because of their head coach. Yeah. Right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what head coach you have. If your players are not on the same page, they're always going to lose. Yeah. So that's what happened when they faced Texas. Good luck to Texas.
Yeah. Seriously.
You're going to need it.
You're going to fucking need it, and we will get to that. Not only did Gonzaga, obviously I got that pick wrong. I had them going to the Elite Eight, so that obviously, that knocked us down some points. So, thanks a lot, Gonzaga. Jesus.
Fuck you.
Yeah, what the fuck? Seriously, a first four team of all teams got it. But Texas, whatever, good for you. I sincerely hope you get your fucking asses handed. Selfishly. VCU, you had a nice win against UNC, but VCU inevitably lost to Illinois 55-76 against the shock of absolutely nobody in a very respectable game that could have gone either way. And some say that some voodoo black magic took place, but Nebraska ended up beating Vanderbilt 74-72. That basket very well could have gone in at the end for Vandy. And if you haven't seen it, look it the fuck up, because it hits the backboard, touches the entire centimeter of the entire fucking rim, and still bounces out before going in. Somebody must have done some satanic voodoo. I don't know what you even call it. Somebody must have shook hands with the boogeyman and did something. Because if you literally look at the damn clip, like honestly, again, we oh god,
dude. You know what the funny thing is? My brother Dylan, he's like, dude, I think there's a conspiracy theory where the balls have magnets on them.
No.
So that they go in more often.
Now that's just okay. But
honestly, at this point, I can't even really blame them.
But yeah, it's just
like there's a couple shots where I'm like, how the hell does that go in?
It's just I don't know. But yeah, Vandy, we feel your fucking pain. Just as much as Santa Clara. I mean, shit, who had it worse realistically, elimination wise? I mean, you can make the case for both, but either way, both of those teams.
I think Santa Clara is worse. I think Santa Clara is worse because they were in the lead, and then of course that team that they were going to try to upset freaking hits a half court shot, and then they lose in overtime.
Yeah.
At that point, that's when you have the jaws of victory snatched from
literally
from your grasp. That's literally what happened to them.
Yeah. But either way, Vanderbilt, sorry, seriously, it could have gone either way, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be, apparently, according to God himself, or maybe the devil. Yeah. Either way. And then finally, High Point, you had a nice win against Wisconsin, but inevitably they lost to Arkansas 88-94. I mean, Arkansas was going to win either way, in my opinion. Yeah. Then moving on to, that was the first half of the second round on Saturday. Sunday was the second half. Purdue, to the shock of, again, nobody, beat Miami, Florida 79-69. Iowa State beat Kentucky 82-63. Well, might have been karma for Kentucky's win, but whatever. And again, this game was, again, as probably a lot of people predicted, extremely close. But St. John's inevitably beat Kansas 67-65. I will admit, for some fucking reason, like I said, I felt that Kansas was going to pull it out. But again, could have gone either way. But I will admit, I definitely got that pick wrong. So St. John's, honestly, good on you. And honestly, I probably shouldn't be surprised, personally, because this is St.
Well, the problem is that with 4 versus 5, you never really know what's going to happen. I just felt like St. John's was just a better team, and that Kansas was going to blow it.
But like I said, my hunch was wrong, and I will 100% admit it. St. John's is good for y'all. Seriously, I have no hate towards that. Again, it could have gone either way. Tennessee ended up beating Virginia 79-72.
Yeah.
And then, actually, I'm gonna save this game for last. I'm gonna save that game for last. But yeah, Tennessee beat Virginia 79-72.
It's who you're doing there.
Yeah. I'm saving that one. UConn beat UCLA 73-57. No shocker. Arizona beat Utah State 78-66.
Yeah,
No shocker. Alabama, in a pretty dominating performance, beat Texas Tech 90-65. I believe I picked. I picked Texas Tech for that game, and I will definitely say I got that one wrong too.
Yeah, I definitely got this one right, but I didn't think I was going to get it right by freaking 25 points.
Yeah, I picked Texas Tech. That was
Well, hey, same boat as me, brother.
Jeez.
And finally, the real upset of the entire fucking.
Oh yes, my brother.
So you know how we got points docked for having Gonzaga going all the way to the Elite Eight and them not even making it to the Sweet 16. Somehow, the defending champions, the Florida Gators, lost to Iowa 72-73. And I had them going all the way to the Final Four before inevitably losing Duke. And yeah. So that obviously docked a shit ton of points on me. So again, you think the Gonzaga upset was bad. The Florida upset was arguably even worse.
It was worse.
Because how the fuck do you lose to Iowa? I'm not saying Iowa's trash. They're a decent team, but they realistically should have lost 9 times out of 10. But I guess this was the 1 out of the 10. I guess somehow. But yeah. Simply because of how much they fucked up at least that side of my bracket, I sincerely hope they get their asses handed to in the Sweet 16. And I have no problem saying that. But yeah, I had Florida going all the way to the Final Four, and obviously that's not happening. But Florida, what the fuck, dude? Seriously, you couldn't even make it past the second round. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Iowa was not even one of the best teams in the Big Ten.
No.
I will say they were a very solid team. I'm not saying they were a great team.
Oh, no, they are solid. They are solid, that's for sure.
They were not elite or great by any means.
No.
The fact that Florida lost, and by the way, this game was in Tampa. This
Yeah.
game was in USF Stadium, which means this was a home game for the Gators here.
And they still lost.
Most of the people in that crowd were Gator fans.
And they still lost.
The fact that Florida not only blew a chance to repeat as national champions, they did it in their own stadium, and they lost to a mid-Big Ten team. Don't get me wrong. I was a solid freaking basketball team, but they're not a team that is, difficult to beat. Hell, Michigan was able to beat them. Any other Big Ten school was able to beat them.
Yeah.
And now, Florida fans are going to have to be listening to people shit talk them all over Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it, because their team literally cannot even pull it off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Florida fans I don't feel bad for you because I never really liked Florida because I think they were overrated.
But damn.
But to the team of Florida, you guys are a disgrace. You guys should have never been a 1 seed, and quite honestly, you deserve this. You have a 7'9" player on your bench and you didn't even use him. The fact that you don't even use something, use a 7'9", giant, that's honestly on you. And honestly, good luck going home. Oh wait, you don't have to go too far, so hey, that's good, right? Right?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
So that's good. Anyway, Iowa, congratulations. Now you're going to go face Nebraska in a classic rivalry in the Big Ten.
Which we will again get to in just a second. But yeah, Florida. Again, I had y'all going to the Final Four at the very least. Like, come on, guys, what are we doing? But again, March Madness is the name, and now you know why. And with that being said, as 2 games are literally going on right now, let us get into our predictions for the rest of this tournament and how we see it playing out. Again, I couldn't make my second just right.
We literally don't even care about brackets anymore. We are literally just going to choose.
Yeah.
We think is going
So starting off with the first game that took place just a little bit ago, which I believe is at halftime, we have the formidable Texas team taking on Purdue. Purdue, for the love of God, please win. Please. Please.
To be really honest with you,
Please, man.
like as much as I want Purdue to win, I just for some odd reason Texas is just gonna keep it. Well, actually, no, you know, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick Purdue to win, but I'm gonna say this as well.
Right.
Texas is looking like a team that's gonna keep this game close until the very end.
Mhm.
Don't be surprised if they do eventually make it to where they could literally win this game. But I think Purdue might actually pull it. I think they'll pull it out because Smith and Hoffman are just too freaking good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm picking Purdue. Alex is a conditional pick for Purdue. Rob?
I'm going Purdue.
Gotcha. And the other game that is in the middle of the first half going on right now, Iowa, Nebraska. Again, Nebraska, please, for the love of God, win and get rid of these frauds. Give me Nebraska. Rob?
Well, this one's kind of tricky for me because I originally had Florida beating Iowa, so I mean that already kind of ruined it for me, and I didn't even have Nebraska making this round in the first place. So, I'm gonna have to go Nebraska.
All right, sweep.
I just think Nebraska's just a better team than Iowa besides. I mean, Nebraska literally was one of the contenders for the Big Ten regular season championship. They beat Michigan State. I remember that. They came really close to beating Michigan earlier this season. Besides, they are a very good shooting team. I'm not saying that Iowa is a great team. Nebraska's just a better team overall, better defense, better offense. Besides when I'm watching the game, there's more Nebraska fans than Iowa fans at this game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give me the Cornhuskers.
All right, so we sweep Purdue and we sweep Nebraska. Hell yeah. And then moving on to the two that are taking place later tonight. First off, Arkansas, Arizona. First off, this is going to be a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
But inevitably, the inevitable happens. Give me Arizona.
I'm going Arizona as well.
Arizona.
There is real now. Arkansas is going to make it not easy, but again, Arizona's again top 2 in the entire fucking tournament. So you have to. And finally, Illinois taking on Houston. This one's going to be a lot closer than most people think, in my opinion. But either way, give me Houston.
Give me Illinois.
What? What? Whoa! Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Wait, what's going on? Where's all this coming from?
Check this out.
Yeah, but they're only up on that.
17.8 points per game, 13.8 points per game, 13.5 points per game, 13.1.
I mean,
10.2.
I mean, literally looking at my fucking bracket, right? Okay, so at least you're valid. You've had them picked. Again, I've had Houston picked, so I have to stick with mine. I have to.
I got Illinois in the Final Four, man. I got it. But I just feel, I don't know. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's not possible at all. I agree. It can definitely happen.
Frauds.
But Houston should. But all right. Anyways, so I guess I'm the one picking Houston, and these two are picking Illinois. Again, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It very well still could. But again, I have to stick with my original pick. I have to, otherwise I'm a fucking liar. Anyways, those are the two that are happening later tonight. Then we get to tomorrow. Oh, fucking boy.
Yes.
St. John's and Duke are kicking off. This is going to probably...
This is going to be brutal.
This is probably going to be game of the entire round. Not even just up tomorrow, but game of the entire round. But, like I said, all things are inevitable. Give me Duke. I mean, at the end of the day, I still have them winning the chip, and I gotta still stick with the pick. So
I think Duke will win.
I'm going Duke.
Predict this personally, but I want to say though, like, if Duke does not play great in this game, St. John's will take advantage of this.
oh no, they 100% will.
Absolutely.
They if any team can take advantage, if they're not on their A game, it is St. fucking John's. Let me just say that right now.
I
Yeah.
want to say this absolutely clear right now. If you look back at the Siena game,
Yes.
the TCU,
Yes. Obviously, like I said earlier, it docked their stock a little bit.
literally took the lead over Duke.
Yeah.
It was like 9 minutes left in the second half. The only reason Duke pulled away was because Duke basically shut down them because they didn't make adjustments, but also TCU ran out of gas.
Yeah.
This St. John's team is quite honestly a dangerous team, and I don't see that they're. And honestly, if they don't run out of gas, they have the potential to beat Duke and send them packing, which opens the door for other teams in that region or on that side of the bracket.
But yes.
But if Duke does not run out of gas, or if they don't play, like they did against Siena or TCU, Duke is going to win this game handily.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, we're all sweeping pick for Duke, but again, St. John's is gonna be on y'all's tail, so just be aware, dude. Just saying. And then, oh boy, feels like football season. Oddly enough, looking at this next game, Alabama, Michigan. Can we 3-2-1 this?
Yeah.
3-2-1, Michigan.
Michigan.
100%. Got it.
Michigan is just better than Alabama, and not to mention, I'm not saying Alabama has gone through like a big cupcake schedule, but if you really look at Bama's like last two games,
Yeah.
against Hofstra, they almost lost to Hofstra. Then they blew out a Texas Tech team that didn't even have their star freshman.
Yeah.
Now they have to face a Michigan team that is pretty much fully healthy. You're going up against the Dymar. You're going against Morez Johnson. You're going against Yaxel Lindeford. You're facing Cadeau, Burnett, McKinney.
Yeah.
And you could argue that Michigan's depth is the reason why they are number one seed and quite honestly the favorites to win the national championship this year. And also, one underlying thing, Michigan is playing in Chicago. Does that sound familiar? They play there in the Big Ten tournament game. So they're pretty much really close to home. So this is going to be a glorified home game for Michigan as well. So without a doubt in my mind, I'm taking Michigan in this basketball game.
Yeah. All right. Actually, we're gonna swap it.
No,
I'm saving it for last. I'm saving it for last.
You did Michigan second. We're doing this one next.
Fine. Michigan State, UConn. I don't give a fuck. It's my original pick, and I'm sticking with it. Give me the fucking Spartans. I don't care.
I'm going Michigan State too.
Fuck yeah.
I already had them locked in.
Honestly, dude, this is an obvious one for me.
Yes, you are the
I'm
first
going
one in the chat. Welcome.
Michigan State. I'm going Spartans because UConn is overrated as shit.
Yes.
And I want Michigan State to expose them because if we look at I'm sorry, I'm not trying to keep going back in time and kind of look back at their games and stuff. But if you really look at UConn's games, they almost lost to UCLA.
Yep, they did.
Before pulling away.
Yeah.
In like the later end of the game.
Yeah.
Then you go in the first round. They almost lost to Furman. Let's not forget about that. They only won by 11 against Furman, a 15 seed.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you almost lose to a number 15 seed and then almost lose to UCLA kind of screams, we are not playing the way we need to be, and Michigan State's going to take advantage of this.
Yeah.
And honestly, I see that happening. Give me the Spartans by at least 10.
Let's fucking go. You feel the delusion now? No, but in all seriousness, as I did predict, as they beat UConn, they will likely lose to either Duke or St. John's. I will say that.
Yes.
I would love if it went the other way, but again, realistically, yeah. But anyways, Spartan sweep. Fuck yeah. And finally, Tennessee, Iowa State. Again, all things are inevitable. They look like the most scary ass team right now. in my opinion, give me Iowa State.
Yeah, give me the Cyclones.
Yeah, give me Iowa State. Iowa State looks really good, but would I be really happy if Tennessee beat Iowa State? Absolutely.
Well,
So in that case, I'm rooting for the Bulls, but just for prediction's sake, I'm going Iowa State.
okay. So, moving on to the hypothetical Elite Eight. Pretty similar for all of us, but I know there's going to be a little bit of mismatch. Let's start out with the East. So we all picked Duke and Michigan State comfortably, at least for Duke. Again, if this is the inevitable Elite Eight match for the East, I think even my delusional ass can realize, love you, State. Give me Duke.
I'm going Duke.
Actually, let me think this through.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, don't drag me into this.
Let me really think for a second.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
not falling into this.
No. Even I'm not.
I know. Let me speak really quick.
Let him cook.
If Duke does not play great against St. John's,
Mm-hmm.
I will genuinely think Michigan State could beat them, but
Yeah.
I think just by the talent alone, I think Duke is just a better team here, and that's what I'm going to. But don't be surprised if Michigan State does pull it off, considering that Duke is, I don't know, maybe getting cold feet, maybe losing their spark. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm picking Duke personally.
Okay. All right. So that is the hypothetical Elite Eight for the East. For the South, I know I got the outlier matchup compared to y'all two. So I believe for you two, it is Nebraska and Illinois. For me, it is Nebraska and Houston.
Either way, I'm picking, either Illinois or Houston, whatever you're doing.
I'm picking Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I'm picking Illinois.
I will pick.
I just think Illinois is just a better team than Nebraska.
For my hypothetical, I will pick Houston to beat Nebraska. Moving on to the West, we all probably got the same one. Arizona and Purdue. Give me Arizona.
Give me Arizona.
Arizona.
Not even close.
Mm-hmm.
And for the hypothetical Midwest that we all have, Michigan, Iowa State, again, will not be easy. But I got to stick with my original pick. Give me U of M.
Give me Michigan.
Michigan.
Iowa State. Well, if this match does happen in the first place, Iowa State is going to keep it close no matter what.
They're not. And they will not go down without dying on the sword.
So Michigan's going to have to lock the fuck in.
Oh, yes, they are. All right.
I think from the Sweet 16 onward, Michigan has to lock in.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we all have the same Final Four. Duke representing the East. Houston/Illinois representing the South. Arizona representing the West. And Michigan representing the Midwest. So starting with the West-Midwest battle for the Final Four, since that's the same one, it's Arizona and Michigan. Like I said, as much for pretty much the majority of my picks, gotta stick to the original to obviously make my bracket look the most. So with that, and again, same thing with Iowa State, Arizona will not go down without dying on their own sword. Give me the Wolverines.
Give me Michigan.
Yeah, give me the Wolverines as well. Go blue.
I respect the fuck out of Arizona and everything they've done this whole season, but I mean, in terms of these two teams, I just think Michigan has played a stronger schedule.
I do want to point out something though, and again, not to throw that bad food in the air. Obviously, from the ESPN football app, you can obviously see the stats of everyone's picks and over. For the original bracket, at the very start of the tournament, Duke was first, Arizona was second, and Michigan was third. When I last checked, midday today, Michigan still is third for everyone's top pick for the ultimate championship winner. Duke is second, Arizona is first now.
Really?
Again, I believe this is mainly because of the Siena game.
Yeah.
That Dr. Stock. But I just want y'all to be aware, Arizona's technically first now in the second chance. I just want to put that out there.
Interesting.
So, again, it could honestly go either way.
Yeah.
And then to be completely honest, whether it is Illinois or Houston, they're
I
not
don't
beating
think it's
Duke.
gonna matter.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
Agreed.
So inevitably, we get to the championship match I still have predicted from the very start, and that is Duke versus Michigan. And like I said, I would be a liar. I'm still going Duke.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good pick.
I'm
I'm still sticking with my delusion.
All
Give me
right,
the
they're both
Wolverines.
sticking with
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie with you. I definitely think that Michigan is, and actually, and if it was Duke versus Michigan, I'm going Michigan because, well, A, they faced Duke earlier in the season. They know everything about them. They faced them for fuck's sake, and on a neutral site.
I mean,
They know
Duke knows a lot
everything
about us
playing
too.
in neutral sites, and they face the same team in a neutral site game. Therefore, experience should be able to be the key factor here. I'm
Should
going
be.
Michigan just because A, tougher schedule, B, head coach has already been to the Final Four, and C, they already faced the same team in a neutral site. Sure they lost by 5, but that doesn't mean that they were not going to make any improvements. They are going to make an improvement, and I think that they will win this game.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay. Before we move back to the NBA, and I did promise this last stream, and again, I will make this as quick as possible because we respect all sports here at YKB. Briefly, 2 minutes max. We're going to go over the results thus far for women's March Madness. Briefly. So the winners for the round of 64 for Regional 1 are UConn, Syracuse, Maryland, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Illinois, and Vanderbilt. In Regional 4, we have South Carolina, USC, Michigan State, Oklahoma, Washington, TCU, Virginia, and Iowa. Over in Regional 2, we have UCLA, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, Minnesota, Baylor, Duke, Texas Tech, and LSU. And over in Regional 3, we got Texas, Oregon, Kentucky, West Virginia, Alabama, Louisville, NC State, and Michigan. And then moving on to the round of 32, your winners were UConn. They beat Syracuse 98-45. North Carolina beat Maryland 74-66. Notre Dame beat Ohio State 83-73. Fuck you, Ohio State. And Vanderbilt beat Illinois 75-57. And then moving on to Regional 4, South Carolina beat the piss out of USC 101-61. I mean, god damn. Hold on. We're getting... So, slight breaking news. A 99-mile-per-hour ball in one of the current games going on right now?
This was earlier.
Oh, this was earlier. This was which game was this?
Rays and Cardinals.
Rays and Cardinals. So the Rays pitcher threw a 99-mile-per-hour ball right to the catcher's thing on. Ouch.
Ugh.
99 miles per hour is, oh God. Yeah, pray for that man. Seriously. Sorry, off track. Sorry. So South Carolina beat the fuck out of USC by 40. Again, holy shit. Oklahoma did beat Michigan State 71-77. Womp womp. TCU beat Washington 62-59. Virginia upset Iowa 83-75. And then Regional 2, UCLA beat Oklahoma State 87-68. Minnesota beat Ole Miss 65-63. Duke beat Baylor 69-46. And LSU beat the ever-living, and I mean ever-living, piss out of Texas Tech 101-47.
Damn.
I mean, goddamn. I mean, damn. I mean, how many points is that? 57, 67, 77, 87, 97. That's 54 points. Holy fucking shit. Good for you, LSU. Holy shit. And then Texas and then we get to Regional 3. Texas beat the piss out of Oregon 100-58. Holy fuck. Kentucky barely beats West Virginia 74-73. Louisville barely scrapes by Alabama 69-68, and Michigan convincingly beats NC State 92-63. So we obviously got UConn taking on North Carolina, Notre Dame taking on Vanderbilt, South Carolina taking on Oklahoma, TCU taking on Virginia, UCLA taking on Minnesota, Duke taking on LSU, Texas taking on Kentucky, and Louisville taking on Michigan. Just two things: Michigan, make it far in the tournament as far as you can, and South Carolina, please be Oklahoma first state, please. Thank you very much. And one last thing, again, one last thing. As of right now, there is currently one perfect bracket still remaining for Women's March Madness. I just want to put that out there. Obviously, for the men's, considering how chaotic it's been, it's obviously a fucking zero.
Oh, yeah.
But there is still one perfect bracket for the women's. So shout out to that person. Actually, real quick, I just want to see who they have winning the whole thing. Texas. Interesting. Okay. Well, shout out to that person, and hopefully for you, you can hang on as long as you will. But anyways, finally, we are here for the NBA. So hold on, I'm just gonna update this real quick.
I already got it up here.
Yeah. But yeah, we are finally here at the NBA. Some games happened obviously over the last however many days. Again, we'll start with last Wednesday on the 18th, and just again go over the main ones. So the Celtics beat the Warriors 120-99. The Thunder beat the Nets 121-92. Raptors beat the Bulls 139-109. The Hawks beat the Mavericks 135-120. The Rockets lost to the Lakers 116-124. Moving on to Thursday, Pistons beat the Wizards in convincing fashion 117-95. Thank goodness. The Lakers beat the Heat 134-126. The Spurs barely scraped by the Suns by 1 point, 101-100. The Jazz beat the shit out of the Bucks 128-96. Holy shit. Moving on to Friday, Knicks beat the Nets 93-92. Pistons beat the Warriors 115-101. Fuck yeah. Rockets beat the Hawks 117-95, and the Nuggets beat the Raptors 121-115. Moving on to Saturday, Lakers beat the Magic 105-104. Rockets beat the Heat 123-122. Hawks beat the Warriors 126-110. The Bucks actually upset the Suns 108-105. Damn. Nuggets beat the Trail, and then moving on to Sunday, Nuggets beat the Trailblazers 128-112. And the Suns beat the Raptors 120-98. Moving on to Monday, the Pistons snapped the Lakers' 9-game win streak. And we will talk about that in just a second, because I do want to shout out the Lakers, specifically one person. But yes, the Pistons were the team to inevitably break that streak, 113-110. The Pacers upset the Orlando Magic 128-126. And then the Spurs convincingly beat the Heat 136-111. Hawks beat the Grizzlies 146-107. Bulls actually beat the Rockets 132-124. And then moving on to Tuesday, Sacramento Kings are still trash. They lost to the Hornets 90-134. The Cavaliers beat the Magic 136-131. The Nuggets beat the Suns 125-123. And then we get to yesterday. The Pistons did lose to the Hawks in overtime 129-130. That game was surely something we probably, yeah. We're almost done. Then we get to the Heat. They beat the Cavaliers 120-103, so that's good, obviously. The Thunder actually lost to the Celtics 109-119. And then I think that's pretty much it. And then we get to right now. Currently, the Pistons are beating the Pelicans in the third quarter, 65-56. It's halftime between the Magic and the Kings. The Magic are up 65-59. We're in the third quarter for the Hornets-Knicks game. Hornets are up 65-55. Quick picks while the games are still going on. Give me the Pistons to beat the Pelicans.
Yeah, I mean, that should be dead obvious.
Yeah.
mean, every streak's kind of a loss, but I'm not concerned about it. I mean, it's not like great without me. A lot better than that case, but honestly, at this point, I kind of just see this as, get Cade well for the playoffs. If we do get the 1 seed, cool. If we don't, we don't. But I still think that we're going to get the 1 seed anyway because this Pistons team is still looking really freaking good. So.
Yeah. Magic and the Kings, give me the Magic.
Yeah. Give me Orlando.
And for the Knicks and the Hornets, who do we got?
Give me the Hornets.
Hornets.
Yeah, Hornets. For the lead in the East. Speaking of which, before we recap the rest of this week's games, let's get to the current standings. Obviously, the Detroit Pistons, thank the freaking Lord, are still in first place in the Eastern Conference, followed by the Celtics, Knicks, Cavaliers, Hawks, Raptors, 76ers, Heat, Hornets, and Magic. Then moving on to the Western Conference, as to the shock of absolutely, again, nobody, the Thunder are still in first, followed by the Spurs, Lakers, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Rockets, Suns, Clippers, Blazers, and the Warriors. Now, in terms of playoff standings, well,
actually, hang on a minute, boys. Before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
The West is already clinched. So Warriors, Blazers, Clippers, Suns, Rockets, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Lakers, Spurs, and Thunder have all clinched a playoff berth, essentially, because the Pelicans are eliminated from the playoffs. The Grizzlies, the Mavericks, the Jazz, and Kings are all eliminated.
Yeah. So again, it's top 10 for all the conference, and so again, literally the bottom 5 for the Western. Whoops, my bad. Are again all eliminated. We mentioned again some of these teams last week, but it's just more updated, obviously. So again, the Kings, Jazz, Mavericks, Grizzlies, and Pelicans are again on the bottom 5, and they're all out. So guaranteed top 10, no matter fucking what. So again. It's going to be the Thunder, Spurs, Lakers, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Rockets, Suns, Clippers, Blazers, and Warriors. Now, of those 10, it's only a matter of which ones are going to be in the top 6 and which of the bottom 4 are going to end up being in the play-in before the actual tournament.
Exactly. All this it's just going to be seeding from here on out.
Yeah. And do we have, sticking with the Western Conference, at least from what I can see, I don't think anyone's confirmed top 6 yet. Correct?
Thunder and Spurs.
Okay, Thunder and Spurs. Okay, so Thunder and Spurs for fucking sure are in the top 6. It's just a matter of the other ones are who is going to join them in the other 4. As for the Eastern, we're almost there. So Pacers, Nets, and Wizards for the Eastern Conference are all fully out. As of right now, the Bucks and the Bulls are 11 and 12 respectively, and they will likely also be eliminated. Whether that be by next stream or the one after, they will likely be. Considering
they're literally 9 games behind the Magic right now.
Yeah.
They are cooked.
Yeah. So likely Bucks and Bulls will be out. So again, the top 10, again, most likely, unless something happens, are the Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, Cavaliers, Hawks, Raptors, 76ers, Heat, Hornets, and Magic. Again, now it's just a matter of which one are the top 6 and which of the bottom 4 are going to be playing in the play-in. I believe for the Eastern, it's just the Pistons that are confirmed for the top 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, it's just a matter of which the other 5 are, which, if you ask me personally, the Celtics and the Knicks and the Cavs are not far behind. They are not, admittedly. And even still, even after all these teams are confirmed in whatever spots and whatever, and this goes for both conferences as well, the 1 seeds can still technically turn. That being the Pistons and the Thunder, respectively. Again, not trying to throw out any crazy magic shit in the air, but again, it is possible, especially considering the Spurs are really not that far behind. I believe they're only 2 games behind the Thunder.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't want to put bad voodoo in the air, the Celtics are only behind the Pistons by 4. Again, we're still somehow hanging on by the 1 seed, considering Cade is still out. Again, hopefully he's back in time for playoffs. But again, hopefully he is back. But anyways, I mean, I feel, again, considering the situation we're in with Cade, the fact that we're still the number 1 seed, I will 100% take where we are right now. Even if we are ahead only by 4 games to the Celtics, I will 100% take this. Mm-hmm. Like, again, haven't fallen off just yet. So hopefully we can hang on. And quickly, let's just recap, again, just some of these games. So starting tomorrow, We got the Heat and the Cavaliers. As much as I want to pick the Heat, I'm going to go with the Cavs because they're at home.
I'm going Cleveland.
I'm going Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Hawks, Celtics. Again, I really want to pick the Hawks, but I'm picking the Celtics because they're
I
at
don't think
home.
they're just too good at this point. Give me Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics. And then any notable games? That's pretty much it.
None that I really give a fuck about.
Saturday, Pistons are taking on the Timberwolves. Obviously, give me the Pistons. Come on, Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, that's really the only notable game for Saturday, in my opinion. Sunday, the Heat are taking on the Pacers. Come on, give me the Heat. Come on, easy.
Yeah.
The Magic are taking on the Raptors. This one's going to be a pretty good Sunday game. Give me the Raptors because they're at home.
I'll take Toronto.
This is for Sunday, right?
Yeah, Raptors Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going Raptors here.
Celtics on the road taking on the Hornets. Who do we got for this one?
Celtic, right? Actually, I'm going Hornets because there's a good reason for it.
They are at home, to be fair. So,
They've been on a
I'm going
hot streak
Hornets
too.
because
yeah.
I want the lead to keep growing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hornets. Let's go. Knicks, Thunder. Give me the Thunder.
Thunder over
Knicks.
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah.
And finally, Warriors, Nuggets. Give me the Nuggets.
Yeah, I'll go Denver.
All right. And finally, the National Football League. So, as you can clearly see in the title, we are on part 6. As we have promised, we're going to go through every division one by one before the draft. NFC South is this week. And oh boy, do I got a bunch of shit to say. So, obviously, we're going to start off with the team that inevitably took last. And I believe was the only team to not tie with the rest of the division, if I'm remembering it correctly. I'm pretty sure. Because the other teams went 8-9, I'm pretty sure. And that would be the 6-11 New Orleans Saints. Obviously, head coach Kellen Moore, pretty well known throughout the league by most fans. They hired offensive assistant Will Clapp, who is actually a former player of the Saints. And they fired assistant offensive lineman coach Jahiri Evans and offensive assistant Tobaja Hewley. Draft needs wide receiver, offensive lineman, defensive tackle, defensive end, and cornerback. And so basically they have the first pick. Not the first pick. But in the first round, they got the 8th pick, considering how low their record was, obviously. Yeah, wide receiver, O-line, as it says on here, can't go wrong either way, and then just pick whoever you don't for the second round, even though their next pick isn't until pick 42. But either way. But yeah, they got decent amount of picks. They do got a couple via the Seahawks, which, if I'm crazy, was that the Shaheed trade? Because I know he was traded from the Saints
it
this
was.
year. Okay, so it was Shaheed. Shout out Rashid Shaheed, man. But anyways, yeah, I think they basically need to solidify a wide receiver one. They still got Chris Olave,
Yeah.
but he's getting slightly older. I'm not saying he's washed at all.
He's
but
basically their only wide receiver that
yeah, he is basically their only wide receiver. And I mean, they got a decent tight end room.
Yeah.
They got
Johnny Smith,
Taysom Hill. Yeah, I mean that's still a pretty decent duo. Speaking of which, moving on to key player injuries, Taysom Hill has a shoulder injury, and Alvin Kamara is injured. Obviously, their most known running back, and we have offensive tackle Kelvin Brinks with a ankle injury. Moving on to notable players going into free agency again. At least this is, I think, updated somewhat. Linebacker Demario Davis, defensive lineman Cameron Jordan, cornerback Avante Taylor, and center Luke Fonter. I believe they're still waiting for signings, I think.
No, they haven't resigned.
Okay, so they're still on the market. So who do we think they should keep? of those four?
I was about to say because Mario Davis went back to the Jets.
Oh,
Cameron Jordan still on free agency, and of course their center they have not. They signed him.
I'm surprised they're not keeping Cameron Jordan.
yeah.
Well, Cameron Jordan wanted out. That's the thing. He wanted out. So
Fair.
now, as far as what he wants, not as far as what team he's going to sign with, we don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm not shocked, honestly.
But I will say they did sign a shit ton of people and re-sign some people. So for their re-signees, they re-signed offensive lineman Dylan Randons, defensive end Chris Rump II, and defensive lineman John Ridgway. And the new players they signed, punter Ryan Wright. They signed offensive guard David Edward, tight end Noah Fant, and running backs Tylee Chandler and Travis Etienne. Yes, Travis Etienne, formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is now in the same running back room with Alvin Kamara. And may I say that is looking not too bad. Looking not too bad at all. And then, I mean, stats are stats. I mean, they were, again, not the best offensively. Again, it was Tyler Shuck's first year's QB. Points were
He didn't even play till the second half of the season.
Yeah, because they had freaking Spencer Rattler.
Mhm.
Points per game, they were 28th in the league. Passing yards, 13th. Rushing yards, 28th. Touchdowns, 28th. Yards per play, 26th. And turnovers, they were actually 4th. Defensive stats, points per game, 16th. Opponents passing yards, 4th. Rushing yards, 19th. Touchdowns, 10th. Sacks, 10th. And takeaways, 15th. As for their opponents, obviously Panthers, Buccaneers, and Falcons, home and away. The additional home teams are the Packers, Vikings, Cardinals, Browns, Steelers, and Raiders. And the additional away teams are the Bears, Lions, Giants, Bengals, and Ravens. We have the floor at 4-13, ceiling at 14-3. That's pretty fucking high. But inevitably a 10-7 record. Now I will say, I do believe they're going to improve from 6-11. 10-7, maybe.
You got to remember, they had a 5-game winning streak at the end of the season.
That is true. That is true, which is why they are the 8th pick in the first round, because they said, you know what? Let's just win games for no reason now that we're out of the playoffs. Again, same thing with the Falcons, but we don't talk about that. But I mean, again, 10-7, again, I see as realistic. Do I think it's gonna happen? Again, I'm not saying it won't, but again, it truly just depends on just those, again, little matchups that they could win versus certain teams, whether a home or away. But yes, moving on. Well, I don't think it really matters in the rest of the order because, again, they all ended up 8 and 9, but I think we should save at least the one that did end up winning the division. Maybe. I don't know. But regardless, next up we have the team that arguably for the first half of this past season, many were definitely going to say, oh, it's a lock. They're going to win the division. Me being one of those people at one point. Admittedly, at one point. Oh, boy, was I fucking wrong. And that is the 8-9 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, how do I truly recap the season? Again, they started out, 6-1?
Yeah.
And well, you do the fucking math from there. They went from 6-1 to 8-9. I mean, that's, again, fucking terrible. And that mainly is due to their current head coach, Todd Bowles, who is somehow not fired. Like, again, don't know why, but I know someone. We'll get to it. They hired Zach Robinson, Danny Smith, and Chandler Whitmer on their coaching staff, and they fired Josh Grizzard and Thomas McCaughy. Is that how you say his last name? McCaughy. And well, on the hot seat is Todd Bowles. And for obvious fucking reasons, if he doesn't pull through this next season, he should be fired.
I'm surprised he wasn't yet.
I wasn't. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Position needs for the draft: running back, offensive lineman, defensive tackle, defensive end, and cornerback. Yes. I mean, they still have Bucky Irving, but I guess have someone just
Well, I mean,
case.
running back isn't the top of their list, that's for sure.
But I do agree with the offensive lineman, though, and that should probably be priority with their 15th pick in the first round.
Yes. I agree.
Because Baker need that protection. He can't do everything by himself. I'll say that. But I mean, they're traditional when it comes to their outlook of the draft. They got one pick for each of the 7 rounds. They're kind of just sitting there in the middle. Key player injuries: linebacker Anthony Walker Jr., cornerback Zion McCollum, and linebacker Anthony Nelson. Notable players going into free agency. Well, this is definitely this is slightly updated.
Well, no, it's technically players they lost.
But yes.
Yeah.
Mike Evans, Hassan Reddick, Jamil Dean, Levante David, Logan Hall, Rashad White, and Cade Otton. Obviously, as we mentioned, not this past stream, but the one before, because we did the NFC West, Mike Evans went to the Niners. I believe Cade Otton went somewhere.
No, he resigned.
Oh, he did resign. Okay. What about Reddick?
I don't think he signed with anyone yet.
Okay, so he's still there.
And Levante David did announce his retirement. We should mention that right now.
Right. I did see that somebody from the Bucs retired, but I didn't know who was off the top of my head. But Levante David, shout out, man. A respectable career and good luck on your retirement, obviously. Rashad White. Is he still up in the air?
Yeah, I think so.
He's still up in the air. Okay. But yeah. And then players signed / whatever. They got quarterback Jake Browning, formerly of the Bengals. He used to obviously be the notorious backup for Joe Burrow in Cincy. He is now going to be backing up Baker Mayfield, and I think this is a great backup QB. Jake Browning, again, very serviceable in my opinion. And then they resigned running back Kenneth Gainwell. Again, I think that's a very good pickup.
No, he was with the Steelers.
Oh, Kenneth Gainwell?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, I knew it was from David, I just didn't remember. But yeah, Kenneth Gainwell from the Steelers, again, great pickup from Pittsburgh to obviously play second to Bucky Irving. And then we got Cole Keith and Cade Otton, both tight ends, obviously. Offensive lineman Dan Freeney, defensive end Alquan Muhammad, and defensive lineman Ashawn Robinson.
Oh, and they also have Anzalone.
Right. Alex Anzalone, notoriously of the Detroit Lions, is obviously with that team now as well. Shout out Anzalone and his magnificent hair. But
thank you, Thor.
Thank you, Thor. Truly. Yeah. But yes, I mean, you look at the signings of Browning and Gainwell and Otton. I mean, those are good signings.
Yeah.
So again, they
and Muhammad.
Yes. But again, I'm not putting too many chips on the Bucs considering what happened this past season. If I were them, I would definitely turn that shit around in terms of. I don't know how their fans feel heading into this upcoming season, but considering what happened, I don't think they're too keen on saying they're going to win the division just yet.
Mm-hmm. And that's funny enough because that's what I put in my prediction.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, I mean, as long as Todd Bowles is their head coach, I don't see them. I mean, I think that's the farthest they'll ever go is to win their division.
Yeah.
It will not be the wild card. I think that's their. I think that's how I feel, and also the fact that you're losing not one, but 2 key pieces of your team in Mike Evans and Levante David. I mean, and also not to mention you lost Jamel Dean as well. So, I mean, I don't know what else you really want me to say other than you're going to get worse this year. And honestly, don't be surprised if you don't, get to the playoffs and actually have a higher draft pick this upcoming season. So, yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. Quickly, the stats. So offensive, they were 18th in points per game, 20th in passing yards, 21st in rushing yards, 18th in touchdowns, 23rd in yards per play, and 23rd in turnovers. Defensive wise, 20th, 27th, 5th, 22nd, 18th, and 7th. Their opponents, obviously, Panthers, Saints, and Falcons, home and away. Their additional home opponents are the Packers, Vikings, Rams, Browns, Steelers, and Chargers. Their additional away opponents are the Bears, Lions, Cowboys, Bengals, and Ravens. We have the ceiling at 12-5, the floor at 4-13, but inevitably the prediction is 7-10. So that's 1 game worse than last season. And as we literally just said, as long as Todd Bowles is still coaching that damn team, you know they're about to go through some bullshit.
Literally.
But yeah, again, I do truly think it is possible, considering again, no pun intended, the outlook going into this upcoming season. It would not be a shock to me at all. And when we do get to just before the season starts, I may actually predict the Saints to finish ahead of the Bucks in the standings. I might actually go that. I'm genuinely considering that.
I'm not giving my spoilers yet on my division winner.
But again, we will obviously get there when the season actually starts. Again, we still got the draft.
May I say something real quick?
Real quick.
Like, for a defensive-minded head coach to have 20, 27, 5, 22, 8, and 7, that's fucking terrible.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. It is terrible.
And by the way, I'm saying this as ranks, not as,
Yeah.
Like, that's terrible. Like, you were borderline below average in defense, something that you're supposed to be really good at.
Yeah.
So, would it be fired this upcoming season? Who knows?
At this point, they shouldn't.
Honestly,
But moving on to the Atlanta Falcons. They obviously ended 8-9, along with the Buccaneers and the eventual division winner, which we will get to later. Their current head coach, thank the fucking Lord, is Kevin Stefanski, formerly of the Browns, because obviously, and they brought in Ian Cunningham, Tom Rees, and Craig Ackerman. They brought in Matt Ryan as obviously now the president of football. Shout out Matt Ryan. And they also brought in Ricky Manning and LaTroy Lewis. And along with GM Terry Fontenot, yes, they fired former head coach Raheem Morris, which, of course, we are all very glad he is far away from this team. Thank fucking God. I cannot say it enough truly on this damn show how much I am glad Raheem is gone from this team.
literally had a song on why the Falcons were trash.
All because of Raheem. All because of Raheem. All because of Raheem. And moving on to draft needs, offensive lineman is at the top of the goddamn list. Regardless of how I feel about the QB room and how it looks right now, and trust me, I will get to that in just a second. Regardless of who is playing QB, give them some damn protection. Please. Please, for the love of God. But along with offensive lineman, defensive tackle, cornerback, defensive lineman, and wide receiver, question mark? I mean, they got Drake London still.
But I mean, they could use some depth too. I mean, especially
That is
after
true.
losing Darnell Mooney.
They have no first round pick. This has been established. Shout out to the Rams.
God bless.
Their next best pick is obviously the 48th pick in the second round. Go for a lineman, please.
Yeah.
Even better, somehow trade up. I don't know how you're going to physically do that, but I don't know.
They could.
But still get an offensive lineman either way. And then probably some defensive player with their third round pick 79. And then their fourth pick via the Eagles actually gets some secondary for some depth. I agree with this. But again, they don't have a first or a fifth. They got picks for round 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is mainly, I believe it is offensive linemen and then just depth for Atlanta. 100%. This is exactly where they need to go for the draft.
I think that don't be surprised that if the Falcons do decide to
Trade up.
into the first round or trade up.
Yeah.
Just don't be surprised if they do that. I definitely.
It's definitely possible. Again, me personally, I don't know what they would have to necessarily. Again,
It'd be a late round pick.
yeah, but I don't know necessarily what they would need to trade for in order to get that. Again, I don't know what they got in their back pocket, but if they do, be smart, please. But yes, but yeah, it's 100% possible if they do trade up. Again, whether they actually, I don't know. We'll see. Also, just to remind ourselves and y'all, we will be live for night 1 of the fucking draft. That is 100% happening. So
Yes.
come vibe
By
with
then,
us.
my blitzing team will be fully healed, and we'll be good.
Oh, we'll be fucking set. Key player
Right now, my mouth
injuries.
stopped bleeding.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
that's good. Tyrone Wheatley
Deal
Jr.
with the numbing and the swelling.
Yeah. Tyrone Wheatley Jr., Michael Penix Jr., Sam Roberts, Zach Harrison, Tony Anderson, and Caleb McGray, all with various injuries. Again, we'll see about Penix. Allegedly, he will be back week 1 to allegedly start for the Falcons. Allegedly. Moving on to notable players in free agency. Again, we can update them however. Kyle Pitts, Leonard Floyd, David Onyemata?
Yeah.
I think Onyemata. Yeah. David Onyemata, Arnold Ebiketie? I don't know how you say.
Mbikiti, I think it's.
Yeah, Arnold Ebiketie, Caden Ellis, and D. Alford. I believe Pitts is staying in Atlanta.
Yeah, he got the franchise tag.
Yeah, right. Pitts did get franchise tag.
It wasn't even a deal.
Yeah, it wasn't even a deal. They said, nope, stay your ass here, which, listen, I'm all for keeping Kyle Pitts, but eventually you got to re-sign the man and give the man his money.
It's not a bad player. I just feel like I don't know if it's Pitts' fault. I really don't think.
Yeah, Pitts is, let's just say Pitts is notorious, especially in fantasy football.
Yes.
Anyways, players that got signed / re-signed. Kyle Pitts, Jahan Dotson, Olamide Zaccheaus, Austin Hooper, Azeez Ojari, Cameron Thomas, LaClade London, and the infamous one, Tua Tagovailoa from the Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
Again, you had Malik Willis right there, just ready to leave Green Bay. I don't know why you somehow just skipped past him and decided to go with Tua, who, ironically, he did end up replacing in Miami. Maybe for some reason the process just went through your head. Oh, he's also a left-handed QB, so it might help. I don't know if that was your fucking reason or not. But, and again, this further emphasizes the fact of why you need to get O-line in the draft. I don't know if you are aware. Not only is it called Tua turn the ball over, that motherfucker has more CTE than Antonio Brown. So, again, what the thought process was, if it was a money issue, then I guess whatever. Do what you got to do to not be in cap hell. But other than maybe that reason, again, Malik Willis was right fucking there. I'm probably blanking about other free agent QBs that were probably out there that weren't Tua or Malik. Again, I'm just blanking. But again, I don't know what your thought process was. I guess for some reason you think him being a QB2 to Michael Penix is better than Kirk Cousins, apparently, which he still needs to get traded and or released by the Falcons. They're saying they're going to do it, but they still haven't done it for whatever reason. So at this point, I'm just like, dog, at this point, just keep him on the team. At this point, just keep him on the goddamn team. Please. You cannot. I'm not saying he's the best damn QB of all time. I'm not saying that. But it doesn't hurt to have experience, okay? And definitely someone who doesn't have fucking CTE like Tua does.
So this is how I thought. As soon as the Falcons signed Tua, I knew immediately that there was gonna be some problem there. First of all, Tua, his plays drastically decreased, or I wouldn't say decreased, but his quality of plays decreased tremendously since 22.
Yeah.
So that was already kind of a red flag there.
Yeah.
And Penix, he's coming off of it. Why they didn't go in free agency get someone like Malik Willis, who is a proven great player? May I remind you, this
arguably can play as good as Jordan Love. And I'm not just saying that. A lot of people can say that.
I mean, I think Willis is a great quarterback personally. He's young. He's got stuff. And also, he's got a lot of money to spend. They could have spent it on him, but instead they decided to give Tua instead.
Again, I'm somehow hoping that the Falcons know what they're doing, at least in that aspect. But again, I guess, who knows? Maybe Miami was Tua's kryptonite after all. I guess we'll just have to see. Anyways, stats. On the offensive side, points per game, 24th. Passing yards, 19th. Rushing yards, 8th. Shout out Bijan Robinson. Touchdowns, 24th. Yards per play, 13th. Turnovers, 19th. Defensive stats, 19th, 13th, 24th, 16th. Second in sacks, 7th in takeaways. And I don't think this was put on there, but there was a recent signing by the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh yeah,
Brian Robinson Jr. Holy fucking shit.
That was a big signing.
They got the nastiest running back duo in the South. I don't give a shit. Put him up against Etienne and fucking Kamara. They smoke him. I don't give a shit. Put him up against Bucky Irving and Rashad White and whoever else they have from the Bucks. I don't give a damn. Anyone they have from Carolina, I don't give a damn. They got the best duo in the South. I don't care. They just do.
If you thought that the running back duo of Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier was disgusting, you're like, oh, the Falcons are not going to find a quality running back to complement Bijan, think again. The only problem that I may have with what's his name?
Brian.
Brian Thomas. Brian, is it Brian? Oh, no, Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson Jr. is that he's had injuries. But if he is healthy, this guy is easily one of the best running backs in the league. And honestly, this kind of reminds me a little bit of David Montgomery and of course, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson. And then, of course, David Montgomery being Tyler Algier.
Yeah.
And I think this will work as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Which I think he will.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Brian came from Jacksonville.
No, Washington.
Right. Washington. I'm thinking of somebody else. There was a running back that's still in Jacksonville.
Tank Dell. Oh wait, no. Tank Dell's with the Eagles
Who are
now.
you thinking of?
Thomas?
Are you thinking of?
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was going to say Jacksonville still has Brian Thomas Jr. Okay, never mind.
Travis Hunter, Jacoby Myers.
Okay. All right, so
They're gonna
okay.
be
All right,
fine.
so okay. All right, so I thought for a second that Jacksonville just had no running back room. But yeah, Brian Robinson's from Washington. I forgot. He was with Austin Eckler and all of them. I forgot. Anyways, but yes, great signing for Atlanta from Washington, obviously.
Yes.
Opponents, obviously, they got Panthers, Buccaneers, Saints, home and away. Additional home teams are the Bears, Lions, Niners, Ravens, Bengals, and Chiefs. Additional away teams are the Packers, Vikings, Commanders, ironically, Browns, and Steelers. Oh, wow, the Falcons are facing the Browns.
Oh yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh yes.
Even though they're on the road, don't be surprised if they fucking just walk in there. Florida's at 1-16. Ceiling is 15-2. Wow, that's very complimentary of you. But inevitably, the prediction 9-8.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
New head coach.
Them
new
under the Saints. Again, I'm a fan of Tyler Shough and what he's been able to do in this stretch of the end of this past season, but again, in all fairness and to my own discretion, the QB room is still a big fat what the fuck are we doing? Again, sort of the quarterback and running back room of Atlanta cancels itself out in a way. So again, I don't know what they're doing for QB, so I guess that's pretty much the only valid reason I would think, okay, maybe. Again, I hope it turns out for the better.
I wish I was in person right now. I know it's hard. It's better when I'm in person because I would be kind of locked in on stuff. But
It's all good.
It's all good. You got your wisdom teeth removed, dog. You're good.
yeah, at least I'm here, and at least I got something done before it became worse in the future. So, hey,
Hell yeah.
but by the way, I'll be fine for next episode.
Oh yeah, we'll
The
be
page should only last probably for the next. Well, today's pretty much almost done, so I would say
Yeah.
probably 2 days.
Yeah.
3 or 2 days.
Yeah. Finally. Also 8-9 alongside the Buccaneers and the Falcons, but because of technicalities, they won the division, ended up losing in the wild card to the Rams, the Carolina Panthers. Their head coach, Dave Canales, obviously. Coaching staff, they actually haven't done anything. So, whoop-de-doo. Draft needs, wide receiver, O-line, defensive tackle, defensive end, and linebacker. No debates. Get some offensive linemen to protect Bryce Young, obviously. Like I said, same thing for Baker. He can't obviously do everything by himself when it comes to getting the ball down the field. But also get him an established wide receiver. I mean, McMillan is great. He truly is.
You can't be the only guy out there.
No, but he honestly can't. I mean, and he's going into his second year?
Yeah.
So, again, he's still going to be decently green, so at least get an established vet. I mean, they did get rid of Adam Thielen, to be fair, so got to feel
I still
bad.
have Xavier Leggett, too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, offensive lineman and wide receiver are the top priorities. So with their first and second round picks, flip whatever. I personally think probably lineman should be the first round pick.
Yeah. Me personally, I would go O-line.
But yeah, they got a first, second, third, fourth, 2 fifths, and a sixth this year. Key player injuries, just 2. Patrick Jones II and Trevin Wallace, both linebackers. Notable players going into free agency. Could be outdated, who knows. Cade Mays, Rico Dowdle, Brady Christian, DJ Wonnum, and Nick Scott. Do we know who for sure they kept / is still in space?
None of these guys, actually.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, look at that. They're all still out there.
Cade Mays is with the Lions. Dowdle's with the Steelers.
Right, Dowdle is with the Steelers.
And I don't know where the other 3 are.
But they did sign somewhere.
Yeah, that or they're out in the open still.
Well, luckily for them, they did sign a shit ton of people, just in case. Defensive ends, Travis Gibson and Jalen Phillips. Center, Luke Fortner. Offensive tackle, Storm Forsyth. Wow, that's actually a pretty badass last name. Stone Forsyth and Rasheed Walker.
Packers legend.
Yes, Rasheed Walker. Tight end, Felipe Franks. Wide receivers, John Mechie III and David Moore. Running back, A.J. Dillon from the Eagles and the Packers.
That was huge.
And seemingly backup QB for Bryce Young. And again, pretty good. Kenny fucking Pickett. This is a great backup to have for Bryce Young, in my opinion. You can't do no wrong with Kenny. But yeah, man. Offensive stats, points per game, 27th. Passing yards per game, 26th. Rushing yards, 19th. Touchdowns, 26. Yards per play, 26th. And turnovers, 7th. Defensive stats, 15th, 20th, 13th, 28th in sacks, and 10th in takeaways. For their opponents, obviously Bucs, Saints, and Falcons for home and away. The additional home opponents are the Bears, Lions, Seahawks, Ravens, Bengals, and Broncos. On the away side, Packers, Vikings, Eagles, Browns, and Steelers. We got a floor of 1-16, a ceiling of 14-3, but inevitably the same record as the Falcons, 9-8, which means with the Buccaneers being dead last, and obviously the Falcons and Panthers maybe, depending on the other 3 divisions, maybe vying for one card with the Saints winning the fucking division.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of having the same record as the Falcons, hypothetically speaking, of course, wouldn't be too upset. In that case, I just hope a tiebreaker just goes Atlanta's way. But yeah, I mean, a 1-game improvement from this past season, I do think is possible. Again, pretty much with all the South teams. It truly depends on the actual matchups and how the games inevitably go, because with the NFC goddamn South, you fucking never know with this division. It could be decent or just flat out everyone in the damn division sucks.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously don't want, again, another situation where all the teams have losing records and you just simply take whoever's the least ass. Because, again, that's not only happened this past season, but multiple goddamn seasons. I believe it happened with the Bucs when they still had Tom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that just especially shows you how just again, weird things can be in the NFC South. But again, if it's not the Falcons, I would not mind the Saints winning the division. Again, I believe Tyler Shuck has amazing upside. Amazing upside. And again, even though it's not the best in the South, in my opinion, that running back duo between Kamara and Etienne is pretty fucking good. Just get a wide receiver to pair up with Olave. You got a 3-way tight end room that's not too shabby, in my opinion. And honestly, you can't go wrong with picking the Saints. Again, we will get to actual picks when we get to the start of the season, just beforehand in August. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it. We just crossed over the 2-hour threshold. But yes, we are all done. So next week, part 7 for the NFL Outlook, which will be the AFC North. And we will also be recapping the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 of both March Madness tournaments. And obviously going whatever else is going on, NHL, NBA, MLB, and maybe some other shit. Who fucking knows? But at the end of the day, thank you for watching the stream. 30 fucking episodes. How the fuck are we still here? And you know what? Here's the fucking 30 more. Fuck it. All right. We will be here to talk about ball as long as we possibly can. And with that, we will see y'all next week for episode 31. Take care.
See ya.
Peace.